Good morning. This is a bit of an, wouldn't call it an early morning, but we are in the morning. Um, Aside from the good morning, I don't know if I should, if I, well, if I recap the video last night, last night's video was about levels and communities. That's right. So, I think today let's talk about money again. Yeah, how about that? Let's talk about money again. So we gotta realize that as unique as we all are, and as different as we all are from each other, as different as our groups and our teams and our families and friends and professional business partners and everything, as different as we all are, is how unique and different we are when it comes to making money. And you know what? The way you make money also affects how you spend money in the end. And so how you earn money affects how you spend money. We all have different ways of doing things. With money, you gotta make sure that your intentions are correct. You know what I mean? There's a lot of scammers out there who wanna train and hire scammers to work for them, to scam people for them. You gotta understand who you are. For me, scamming is not acceptable at all. I recall in 2015, prior to my bank robbery, I had a job that was full time for a solar panel company. Apparently, they had a deal with the government, and they would install solar panels on the roofs of people's houses. And then they were, and then apparently we were gonna. It cost $13,000 to $15,000 to do it, and they were paying us like 10% commission on that. I mean, you get like $1,000 on every sale. Just didn't make any sense. I felt like they were making up sales. Oh, this person is a star right now. They made $30,000 in sales in 6 months, and I'm sitting there thinking something's odd about this place. They have a meeting. We sit in the meeting. It just gets stranger and stranger and stranger. My first day of when I'm done training, my first day of work, we start doing the calls, and I do the calls, and I know they're listening in on the calls because we're all new, and they can, and they told us that they would listen in, and they start listening in, and I start making I make my first call, and I start telling the person on my first two calls, and I only did 2 or 3 calls. I start telling the customers that this is a scam, pretty much. They hear it, through listening in on the call, and they call me in and they fire me right there. Just couldn't do the scamming thing. I couldn't scam them. You know what I mean? Couldn't do that. Have I made money illegally prior to the bank robbery? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. But sometimes, in my case, it was different. I was working for a Chicago company, and there were certain standards in place and certain rules and certain things that we were doing. And it was almost within the rules. I wouldn't say almost, well, shit. Within the rules that I did earn a little extra buck for myself, which is fine. They didn't complain about it either. Yeah, I was making a little bit of money on the side while I was working there. They knew that I was doing that. They didn't have no issue with it. Everything was fine. Yeah, so it was what it was. But I enjoyed the job because this time I was working in downtown Toronto, but I was working standing outside in the summertime when the weather was good. And I had a good experience. And that was it. But the way you make money, says a lot about you. But that was at level one. Yeah, man. I was making money like that level one. Now, I will tell you another thing. Even at level one, if you're willing to put up your risk for your reward, you can get more. But you have to basically go in blind and with blind faith, hoping that you're gonna pull off a crazy stunt, like a crazy stunt, and that's gonna put you ahead. Even if you're at level one, if you're willing to risk your life, risk your safety, risk everything for some crazy amount of money, for cold hard earned cash, cold hard cash, you can't put yourself in a higher position. For me, I put myself in a higher unconventional position that would eventually reach a goal that I never thought I'd reach in thousands of years. And I reached that goal after committing that robbery within 7 years, which was a big deal. Again, conventional is a big deal. Now, I think I've said enough. I'll conclude it actually. The way you earn and spend money says a lot about you. The way you earn money says a lot about you, and the way you earn money has a correlation between the way you spend money. So that is what it is. Me at a higher level today, I don't look at myself the same way. Nobody looks at me the same way as it did prior. So this is the deal. And I just want to say good morning once again. And I'm going to wrap the video up here. Watch this video. It's very good.